Alright, I'm on day 8 of my bus build. Thought this would go a lot quicker, but as you can imagine, there's always things that take a lot longer than you expect. But where I'm at on my project is I'm currently painting the bus. The top is blue, gotta put one more coat of blue on the top, and I gotta finish primering the sides here. I've taped it off, but still got a little bit more work to do. As far as taping and painting goes, I found that it's way easier to do this. It's way easier to do this, just tape it first, rather than applying this while applying this this paper while taping it. So it's a lot easier just to tape it, and you might use way more tape, but it's way easier and time saving. To get the bus ready to paint, you need a heat gun to take off the lettering. That will save you a ton of time. I tried to do it with just a razor blade. That was taking me forever. So I'm on day 8. This is my first video that I've made because everything's been pretty self-explanatory up until this point. I've watched a lot of videos wondering how to demolish a bus. The moral of the story is use a grinder. The bolts were rusted out, so it was really tough to get in there. Even if I could reach them, it was really tough to get someone under the bus and someone on top. You can do it by yourself if you just grind the bolts out and rip them out. So that's essentially what I did. Let's take a look at it. So this is my bus right now. It's demolished. I think I'm gonna leave up here normal. What I did was, instead of cutting out these rivets, I just cut it right here. So, yeah, I removed 4 of the lights, a couple of the speakers that were here, and yeah, so that's what the process I took. So how you remove everything, again, I'm just gonna go over it one more time because I spent a lot of time looking up videos. Grind everything. Even like I tried to remove screws from the floor and the side. I tried that for about, even on the rubber center thing, I tried that for a little bit. I was able to get some out. A lot of them I weren't able to get out. I ended up just ripping them out because I didn't want to waste the time trying to mess with it, and it was quite frustrating. So, you know, I would just use a little bit of elbow grease, get everything out. And for the things that are rusted, just, you can use a grinder. How you take out a strip screw if you try to get it out and you strip it is you grind it like with one line, and then you use a flathead screwdriver. So once you're able to grind all the rivets out, the paneling just comes off. What else? Oh, so yeah, as you can see, I'm right here. There's still these in here. They're so rusted I can't get them out. So let me see if I'll just try and get this one here real quick. Give a little. This is what I've got. Hours. Okay. Gonna want to wear safety glasses. I fucked my eye up in this process early on in the day. You can see I got something right there, but that's not what did it. A few days ago, I got something in my eye, and it's been hurting ever since. I'm on day 3 of my eye hurting from this project, but hopefully it's worth it in the end. So, grind the seats out. And then as far as painting, the videos I watched, they told me to sand it. So you can see how this right here, I'm having trouble filming. That's not sanded that well because it's rivets here and it's on a corner, but right here is sanded well. So, so I sanded it to give something for the primer to attach to. So we got this side primered. the top painted. You're probably going to need about 2 coats of paint because it looks like shit when I put it on 1 coat. So I would just do 2 coats. The paint was a fiasco of it in itself. I'm using Tractor and Farm Implement. I'm going to try and put everything in a materials list with a couple of these videos, but I've just been busy on this bus, so I haven't been able to update anything. So I'm using Tractor and Farm Implement paint. But first, I'm using a primer. I've got a couple different kinds of primer. The paint's like $30 a can. I've got 2 cans of blue, a can of black. There's $90. And then I got 2 cans of primer. So, not cheap, but I guess compared to professional painting, it's pretty cheap. What else? All right. So there's a lot that I've done so far. You're gonna need crowbars. You're gonna need grinder. Probably I've used 8 grinder wheels so far. They go quick, but you can use them a lot longer than you think. All right, well, yeah, so if you have questions, feel free to post questions below. Do a quick rock around of my bus just so people that are asking can have a visual, and then I'll try to post this today. Oh, I just remembered. I've taken out the seats. I've started painting it, but I've also spent a lot of time underneath it. This bus I got in the Midwest, so it's a little rusty. So I can show you real quick what I did here. So this whole underbelly, you can see this is peeling off right here. This is what my bus looked like before. This is what it looks like after Rust-Oleum, or after rust inhibitor is put on. So I'm doing a coat of rust inhibitor to stop the rust, and then I'm gonna do some type of undercoating over this stuff so that so it doesn't rust again. So I've done about half the bus. You can see that it's actually really rotted right here. This is the wood floor. It's really rotted right here. I'm gonna install a little metal plate. So as far as the rust process, the first things you want to do when you buy a bus are check for rust and then treat it. So you use rust inhibitor to stop it, and then you want to paint it, cover it up in some way, shape, or form. Underneath, I was told by a mechanic that it's not that bad. There's a lot of rust under there. It's rusted through the floor, but that doesn't matter to me. I'm putting a new floor on. I've decided to keep the wood floor that's in there still in there, and I'm just going to put a subfloor on top of that. But for the spots that are rusted through, I'm going to try and put some metal, just cut some square sheets of metal from the panels I saved inside, put that on top, and then, of course, caulk any openings through the bottom of the floor. And then once I do that, the metal squares and the caulking, I will put the subfloor on at that time. So that catches you up on 7 days of work. I thought I'd be able to get this done in probably 3 days. I've been working nonstop, so mostly by myself. I've had a lot of help with tools and ideas from my family, but it takes a little bit of time. So we'll see how quick I'm able to do this project. I wanted to personally do this in 3 weeks. It's probably looking closer to a month right now, but I've heard people working on their buses for like 2 years, 6 months. I'm trying to do this quick, so I'm not gonna have a lot of time to take videos and edit them and all that. So that's why I'm trying to do this all at the same time. So hope you enjoy